Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rambling Man podcast. I'm your host, the Rambling Man. I apologise for not having a video up yesterday because I was busy. I had an interview and the Arsenal game was on, and that's what we're going to talk about today first. It was a 1-0 win to Arsenal versus Leeds, which is a game of two halves, to be honest with you. First half, Leeds were absolutely all over us. I remember at one stage they had 8 shots on target to our 1. That's how good Leeds were in the first half. And we just looked awful. Holden looked very, very rusty. Socrates, our right back, was a big shock for me. Then I think the second half they really went to a back three then with Socrates, David Luiz and Holding. But Holding, so many mistakes from everyone. Even the midfield, Guendouzi again with a few mistakes in the first half. But then the second half, I read an interview there that apparently Lacazette said that Arteta had a real go at them in the changing room and really did go in at them saying, who you think yous aren't playing the way I want yous to play. If you're going to play like that, yous are going to be gone. And you could really see in the second half what an absolute impact it made having that chat. While I was first watching the match, I thought it was like they were going to, what would you say, so like against Man United and Chelsea, we stayed strong in the first half and went all out, and then we got tired. I think this time he was trying to be more conservative. But then listening to them, hearing that Arteta went absolutely crazy, and then I knew my theory was out the window. The only scorer in the match was Nelson in the second half. Arsenal had 16 shots to Leeds' 18. The possession was 41% to Arsenal, 59 to them, Leeds. Man of the match was Alexander Lacazette, who worked hard every single time, pressured the defence, got them. Every time he got the ball back, I think he should have had a goal, but he goes on again, another drought. And our next round is against Bournemouth away on the 25th of January. It'll be a tough game, but I think now we're going to see that was Arteta's first ever game with Arsenal. Now we're going to actually see if he can beat Bournemouth now that the team has improved, and the team is going to keep improving onwards with him. And then the next Premier League match is going to be against Crystal Palace away, and that is going to be a tough one. With Zaha will be back at it again, trying to look for a move away. I think it would be great to have him now. Imagine having Pepe, Zaha and like Lacazette or Bammy up front together. Like, how great a partnership that be. But Arsenal need defenders, and that's what we're looking for. Big rumours are going around about Juan Boateng, but we don't need another one. We don't need that kind of a player. We need kind of like mid-range between 24 to 27, who's going to be starting every week, has won a few things and has a great leadership mentality. Because I think that's what that centre-back, Arsenal need that in the centre-back right now. And I hope next time I ever hear any transfer rumours or transfer updates with Arsenal, I will do a separate video on that, and I will come out when breaking news, when we all see it on Sky Sports or on the internet now. My next topic today is going to be about gaming, and I was just thinking about getting into doing a few videos here and there, a few live streams if anyone's interested in doing it. I have just finished The Witcher. If anyone has played it, The Wild Hunt. It was the first time I've ever played a Witcher game. I've never played number 1 or number 2, so I was kind of, to get into it, there's some characters, there's backstories that you don't really know, and I was kind of confused, but you get past all that because it's kind of like a new game in a sort of way. Sorry, just taking a sip of my cup of tea. And apparently there's like 30 different endings, and I didn't even, it's not like an ending where like your choices are, you don't even know that you're going to be making a choice like that. I did a mission where you can decide to kill a tree or make the tree become a horse. I didn't know that was going to change a big impact in the game. I thought it was just a mission, and it changed the whole game for me. So it doesn't even let you know that it's going to be a big decision. You just go through the game, and whatever you decide, that's it. You can go back. After you finish the game, you can go back and do New Game Plus, where you keep all your upgrades and all that. I think the enemies could be a bit harder because it was like that in the Batman games. They were kind of like that. When you finish the game, you get a plus game, and then you go on to that one. Another game I haven't played in a long time, but it was probably one of my favourite games of the year, was Red Dead Redemption 2. I think it was an absolutely beautiful game. The storyline was great, everything about it, the guns, the graphics, the characters that played it, it was a really, really good game. I was playing it for hours and hours, and I had like a little routine in the bloody game. I was waking up in the morning, having like a bloody cup of coffee, having me soup of the day, and it's one of them games that really grips you in once you're really into the game. I play FIFA a lot, but FIFA's just been a dire for the last few years. Career mode has been a disaster. Everyone's kind of on this Ultimate Team. I was on Ultimate Team, yeah, when I first kind of came creeping about Ultimate Team. I think it was FIFA 12, maybe. I couldn't entirely, I need to look that up myself. And then everyone just kept rage quitting, and if you scored in under 3 minutes, you could just quit out, and then it's over. Then that's it. You have to find a new game, and it just frustrated me so much. And then I just never got back into it because I didn't want to pay this microtransaction, all these packs and coins, and just, no, I'm not giving them more money. You pay nearly €80 for the game. Why do I need to be paying more money into the game? That should all just... Nah, I'm more of just a career mode guy. They could be one of the games I could play and streaming earlier on next year or something like that, but I don't know. Till FIFA gets better, I don't think I'm going to go back to FIFA again anyway. Another game that I had great reviews this year was the new Star Wars game. Absolutely an amazing game. If any of you are not even into Star Wars or you want to get into Star Wars, that'd be a great game to get started. And I recommend it highly. All these games here, except for FIFA, I do not recommend Star Wars, recommend Red Dead, and I recommend The Witcher. The Witcher was out in 2015, so I got it for free on the Xbox store with the Xbox Pass. So if you really want to get into a game and you really love the RPG and the walking around, the mythical creatures like werewolves, vampires, ghouls, goblins, all that kind of stuff, it's a real game, and you have hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay to go through. And that's going to be one thing I'm going to try and do once I get the equipment ready and a bit of money back in my pocket. I'll be starting to do more streaming, more videos about gaming. I'll put my face, I'll get a better mic and all that. But for now, this is what I'm going to do now. Just a simple podcast, 15 minutes, and that's kind of it. Okay, time to change up the topics now. One thing I realised around at Christmas, I remember when I was a kid, we'd all bring out our new toys out into the street and show everyone, and everyone joined in with all the new bikes, new ball, new all this. This Christmas I ain't seen no one outside. Absolutely no kid, no nothing. Which is kind of heartbreaking to me, to be honest with you, because that's what I loved when I was growing up, being out with all your friends, with all your gifts, sharing with everyone, not just saying, oh, look what I got, and everyone's like, oh, cool. It's like, we all shared our Christmas present, we all shared what we did, we all went into each other's houses, having good times with our families and all. And then, like, once the day was over, then we went back into our houses and been with all our families on our own at the end of the night, where we're all sitting around watching the movies around the fire and all that. But if anyone else in other areas didn't see kids out in the street, let me know, because around where I live, I see no kids at all out. Another thing I heard, Paul Merson, the ex-Arsenal player, was on about his being addicted to alcohol and gambling. And I love what he said there. He said, like, if the phone would ring and he wouldn't want to pick it up, he'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to talk to her. But now he does. He picks up the phone, because you don't know. Any phone call could be anything. They could just be wanting to hear your voice, just to see if you're safe. That's what I'm like sometimes. I'll just randomly text them, see if they're alright. Even if you haven't talked in years, just send them a text. How are you? Haven't talked to you in a while. How's everything in life and all that kind of stuff. Because when people say you miss someone, missing someone is when they're actually gone forever. When you cannot see, touch, feel anything about them. And when I hear people going, I'm going to miss you, it's like, you're not going to miss me. You can pick up the phone, you can send me a text, you can contact me. There's so many ways to contact people now. You can Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp. What's the other one? It'll come back to me. Like, there's so many options how to contact people. So when people say to me, I'm going to miss you, you don't know the only way you know the real definition of missing someone is when you have someone dead, like they're gone forever. You cannot physically do nothing with them. And like Paul was saying, he'd see the phone ringing and he wouldn't pick it up. Pick it up. Just pick it up. Talk to them. Make someone feel like someone actually took 2 minutes out of their day to think about you and to send you a message or send you a phone call or something. That's nice, you know. That's great to have people around you like that. So if anyone out there is having problems, having the alcohol or gambling or anything addiction, talk to someone. Talk to your family. Talk to friends. And if they don't want to support and help you get through the bad times, then then they are not there for you. They are not your friend. They are not going to be there for you any other time. If they'll only be there for the good and not the bad. If your friends aren't there for the good and the bad, then it's time to really look at who's around you. Another thing I've seen on Facebook is some wee page that's trying to legalise it in Ireland, and it keeps getting put down, or whoever's doing, I don't know, reporting abuse. The way I would do it if you really want to try and legalise weed is to go out in the streets and go out into the public and talk to people like that, because when you're doing it online, you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know who's looking at, you don't know who's actually behind the screen. It could just be a random page and someone just shutting you down every single time. If you're gonna try and legalise weed, I would just decriminalise it. I wouldn't make people... Like, people get ripped off, I understand that, and people getting bad weed or sprayed weed and all that. Decriminalise it. If a dealer wants to make money off it, he can open up his own shop. He has to go through the guidelines that the weed has to be this standard, it has to be like this, you have to get the right weight, this is still going to be the prices are, and you can only serve someone's 5 grams, that's it, 5 grams, no more, no less, and that's it. And do it that way, see how it goes. Start off in a small place first, start somewhere small, like a small county or a small town, and see how it goes and see how much money they make for around their area. And then if it's doing good, then the government realise, okay, it's beneficial for everyone if you don't abuse it. Everything can be abused, just like alcohol can be abusive. If you abuse alcohol, you get addicted. If you abuse gambling, you get a gambling addiction. It's not fun. I do an odd bet here or there, 'cause that's how I get fun out of it. Just the odd horse rate, the Grand National, that's it, done. That's me done betting for the year. What else is there to talk? Where am I now? This is going to be my message of the day. Just walking down the street and you see someone or anybody, say hello, or if you what was you say? I don't know how to in the words. Help someone, but don't expect anything back. Just help them in the kindness of your own heart, and to help them to see them being happy. Because that's how I'm like. I'd rather see someone else happy than myself. And I know that's a bit of a down thing to do, but that's just who I am, and that's a person I am. I would give you my last euro to you if it was my only last euro left, but you needed it more than me. I'd just give it to you. It won't bother me that I have no more money left, as long as I get to see the happiness in another person. And like I go like a karma basis. So maybe in years to come, I'll be down the street and someone give me their last euro, and I'll get on with my life and I'll thank them, and then the cycle goes on. You'll always have people around you who want to be nice to other people, and that's how I try to be. Maybe when I was a kid, when I was younger, I wasn't that great as a person, but we're only kids, we're only growing up now, so live your life to the fullest, and I hope everyone has a good day today, and I will see you all in the next episode. And if anyone wants to become a guest and come onto the podcast, please let me know. I have no problem. You don't have to be famous, you don't have to be this great aura about you. If you're just a normal person, you have a story to tell, let me know, contact me, and we'll get it sorted. So thank you and goodbye.